that and get over to the next game. We'll do the men's standings after this next bit. Guys, back to you.
All right, so Stacy Hewen here.
And John Ferrero.
And we are back. We're watching a men's game. We're watching Mayhem versus BC Timber. BC Timber is a very contentious issue. Just kidding. Politically it is, but in dodgeball, nothing's contentious. That being said, huge shout out to this team. They've supplied 3 referees for this tournament, and they are doing no small amount of reffing for us, and we're hugely grateful. Mayhem, nice and aggressive. Notice that right at the line. See how number 24 turned that fake into passing the ball to his teammate? That is a level of coordination I have not seen yet. 27, the block. Referee's calling him out.
Looks like he's not happy with the call, but
He's not happy about it, but he's taking it. 13 and 12 trade. See those fakes? Those are beautiful.
he's putting it all in it.
They have team shorts.
They have team rainbow wristbands.
You can see it right on their shorts. They got the like the mountains logo on there. That's incredible. You see one of the shaggers over here is from Looney Tunes. That's another one of the women's teams out of this event today. Coming up. Oh, puts the ball into the ground. Oh man, look at number 2. He's winded already.
It's not good, especially for just being on day 2. Not even halfway through day 2, I believe.
We're on day 1.
Day 1. Holy. Sorry about that, guys.
Did you see the way he tipped that ball up? That was exactly what you need to do. You put your... I'm unfortunately not quite skilled enough to do it myself, but if you can put the hands low when you're going for a catch, so that if you fumble the catch, you fumble it up. Now, a lot of players... This is where volleyball skills come in. A lot of players who play volleyball just have that ability to tip a ball up, right? And they'll just go for it even without attempting to catch, and they'll just attempt to catch it after it's coming down. Balls scrub a lot of speed when they go up in the air and then come back down. Looks like they fixed the netting issue on the north court too, which is super helpful. Now, somebody I haven't mentioned in this stream yet, but I certainly need to, is our referee, Dennis Quinnell. He's flown in to ref this tournament, just like our head ref, Ian, is saying. Both those guys, we could not do it without them. Very important to have dedicated referees in an event. You can't just have only the players. They've got their minds elsewhere, right? You got to pair them up with somebody who's dedicated. That being said, to all the players who are both playing and reffing, that is an enormous burden, and we are so grateful for their help today. There we go, 19 winds up. Nice throw, right at the feet.
Nice and low. It's usually everybody's weak spot's getting hit in the foot.
Absolutely. That's why you'll see a lot of players go down to their knees when they're in a defensive position. Gets your foot just out of the way. You can't hit a foot that's not available to be targeted.
Make yourself a small target on top of that.
Yeah. Now, that's something you'll notice with men too, right? A lot of men here, they're big dudes. They take up a lot of space.
Yep.
Not much you can do about that. Your frame is your frame. And so you just have to find other ways to get out of the way.
It's a nice thing about dodgeball. So you see a lot of players with different builds and stuff, and they're all highly skilled across the board, except like see like basketball players that all look like the same build, tall, muscular. They're not, and lean.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's a big part about dodgeball. Is it's very accessible. Like if you're a smaller person, you're harder to hit. If you're a bigger person, you likely have the leverage from longer limbs. If you've got a belly, that stops balls, makes it much easier to catch. There's a spot for everybody on a dodgeball team, and so if you don't play already, you should really just go out and do it. It's a great way to get physical activity. You sit the rounds that you're tired, right? If your team has more than 6 players, which hopefully it does, if you're winded after a round, take a breather.
Yeah.
Noticed BC doesn't seem to have any sort of limit on the numbers. They got number 386. I wonder if that's anything to do with computers. Got a good old Compy 386. Checking the email. Actually,
it was almost
like a buddy of mine. Buddy Corbett, if you're watching, shout out. Your doppelganger's playing dodgeball and he's pretty good. I actually can't comment to that yet because I think this is his first round on the court. But I'm assuming if he made Team BC, he's got to be pretty good. BC has a very strong, vibrant dodgeball community, and they're able to send out some really good contenders. Oh,
they got a ball back because it hit the standings board.
Oh, that's it. Right, so we unfortunately didn't have quite enough stands. Pardon me, to cover the entire back of the court. So what we've done is we've put up a giant cork board to block that last little bit, and it's doing a great job. But to keep things fair on both sides, if a ball hits the cork board and rolls back, you got to send it back. Also, big thank you to the athletes for all just being super amicable about any consolations, or not consolations. I'm stumbling on the term here, but anything they have to give up to make things fair. And this has been a great match between Mayhem and Timber right now, I gotta say.
A lot of hard throws, holy.
All about that BC Timber. All I'm saying is if this is what they're going to be exporting from their dodgeball community, we're going to have to put a tariff on it. It's just not fair. Now Mayhem, I'm pretty sure, is a team from Ontario. No doubt about Ontario's ability. Everybody knows. They've got a huge population. They've got a huge dodgeball community across many different regions. It's almost unfair even to just have, you know, is it like Dodge... Well, I know Dodgeball Ontario just fired up, but it almost seems like it should be regional. There should be like a Thunder Bay, Sault Ste. Marie, and then like Toronto, Markham area.
Yeah, I mean, like Toronto alone has more population than the rest of Canada almost.
Well,
no,
that's not even close.
What is it like?
They have what, about 3 million people?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 10% of the population of a country, or maybe more like 8 in one city. That's why it's so heavily weighted towards Ontario. But if you look at the fight that BC Timber's putting up, they're killing it. They're doing great, even if Mayhem has the lead at the moment. You know what it is? Ontario's the big dog on the block, and everybody's gunning for him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is somebody's jam. Number 4, I believe, on Mayhem. Let's see him do a little dance. Now, once again, now that we're watching a men's game, it's interesting to look at the footwear. Almost everybody on Mayhem is wearing a high-top shoe. Oh. Basketball style as well.
Number 55 on Mayhem almost got the catch.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker.
Wasn't able to do a recovery.
Yeah, Guy Arms up there. Oh, wow, you see that?
He was about to get like
over number 4, so he's screened. 13 still makes the catch. Holy mackerel! It just looked like a compressed spring, just loaded with energy, ready to explode. Look at that. 13 just looks like he's, and he puts the ball into the blocking position. Seeing great form. 21 passes off to 55. Looks like he's ready for a catch. Someone's confident in his abilities. Now he's also getting into like almost like a push-up dodging position. Oh, right in the shins, number 5, Thompson there. There we go. You see that? Number 12 going into a position. His footwork was for a left-handed shot, but he was faking with his right. Curious if he's a switch thrower. That is my one unique ability, is the ability to throw with both arms. but it's for sure not exclusive to myself. It's just uncommon.
It's a very scary thing to go against, that's for sure. Unpredictable.
That being said, I for sure had a team captain say, I know you like to throw with both arms, but stop doing it. It's not effective. It's true, though. You know, if you grab the ball and you do the old 1-2, you're just giving up balls. It's showy, though, and it's fun, and it catches people off guard. It's just, you know, the best thing to do is to just stick to the strategy, follow what your team is doing.
Yep.
You know, play a good game of dodgeball. There we go.
Just like any sport, this game is all about teamwork.
Absolutely. So, a catch from 22. You can see just how stoked his team is about that. And then they hit number 9. Looks like this is going to put Timber on the board. They've had a very, very tough match right up until now, only getting 2 points in the first half, which means that they fought it out, basically 5-minute rounds.
Oh, looks like they're playing the clock a little bit.
You see when they were grouped together and they got faked out? Oh, look at that. Ball went off of one of the players there. That really helped them out.
Oh, was able to get him just as he was landing.
Wow, look at...
Mayhem was able to take back the lead.
Good work on ball there. Oh, he's got all 6 balls. Does he have the accuracy?
Oh, one of the Shaggers accidentally gave a ball to Mayhem.
Oh, no. Terrible.
And that cost them.
Yep, that'll do it. Like you're saying, it's a team effort. Everybody contributes. Whether you're a player on the court, you're a shagger on the side, everybody's got a role to play. Now, in the lower levels of dodgeball, there seems to be almost like a tier to it. So, at the most base level, you have no skill and you have no strategy.
Yep.
So what you'll see happen is teams that have athleticism, let's say let's call that skill, start to come out on top. So the teams that don't have that natural athletic ability will learn the strategy and the metagame. Then they'll start coming out on top. So then the teams with skill will start adopting strategy. And so skill and strategy will come on top of that. But then it almost goes full circle till you get to a point where there's just so much skill that strategy is less important, right? So let's, especially in this game that we're watching, you'll notice everybody's faking, everybody's following the strategy, but the moment somebody lets loose, now you see counter, 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 counter. People just have to know what to do, where they're supposed to be, and where their team should be at that moment in time.
It's all about structure.
Absolutely, but you have to have that ingrained in you. You need to know what's going on to be able to communicate.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh, number 29. I haven't seen him out yet today. So for number 29, basically what we've been seeing here from Mayhem, maybe he's late. I don't know if that was something to do with his flight, but I'm watching this game. I haven't noticed him before. I recognize that guy from the Barrie, Ontario tournament. Oh, no! Oh, he just fell right over Ian Kopp.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Ian Kopp, though, definitely one of the people who has saved our butts by reffing this tournament, so big shout out to him. There we go. 21 calling shots.
Oh, looks like number 2 on Timber gave up their last ball.
Yeah, you know what? In netball, that's okay. Unfortunately, it means that these guys can throw with impunity, but they should get some back.
He's able to catch number 386 off guard.
That's right. All about that 386. Get yourself some kilobytes. All right.
Oh, nice dodge from number 2.
Absolutely. So close to the back line, but not touching it. It's actually really helpful to have that big metal strip because players know when they touch it.
Yep, no excuse on that.
Absolutely. That was actually one of the issues that we had going into this tournament. Was we were concerned about how those metal strips would affect the players and the play. As it turns out, it's not affecting them at all.
I think the most big secure. Can't even speak. Sorry, guys.
All right, stop and play to get a ball out, and the referee did not toss it high enough. Look at Jordan shaking his head there. He knows what he did.
He's just ashamed of himself.
24 coming up. Nice fakes on him too. You notice that he's putting his whole body into it, but that does leave him a little bit open there on the right-hand side. But they know Timber's not going to take a shot when they're down on players and balls.
Nice counter from number 21 against number 2. Oh. Timber's down to 1 player. 21 try to go for that catch.
See how it goes. They open up. Oh, look at that blocking. That was some great on both sides. You can see number 29 on Mayhem just feeling him out. Oh, and see, there you go. So what happened there was as he released, 21 took the shot and hit him in his off foot while he was off balance from his follow through on his throw. But you don't follow through on your throw. Oh, poor guy. I just watched him miss a high five there. See that? He got left hanging.
Feeling.
Can't leave your brother hanging like that, man. There we go.
Oh, nice jump.
Yeah, right off the snap there.
You had some airtime on that. Oh.
Ball out. This one goes over the net. So,
nice catch.
Look at number 55 there. I believe the way to describe that is spelled D-A-Y-U-M. A little bit of a chat there between the players on Mayhem. BC Timber is ready to come out swinging, and you can see it. They're hungry. They want a point.
Oh.
They could also be literally hungry. It's like 1:46 in the afternoon, and it's entirely possible they didn't have a lunch break.
Oh, yeah.
5 balls on one side. Oh, look at that. Wouldn't have been the worst idea to just throw at that grouping of people.
It's very tempting at times.
Absolutely, but then you got nothing.
That is a very high risk.
Yeah, but when players group together, there's no better time to get a double or triple or quadruple or maybe someday. Oh, no, on the rear line.
He felt the metal.
He was doing so well at staying off of that.
Yeah.
You see him just like so close. He flew too close to the sun. It's number 2, Icarus. Now, everybody says that Icarus flew too close to the sun. I think his mistake was making wings out of wax.
Yeah.
Yep, I just don't see how that's effective. Should use like tissue and feathers and bones.
Exactly.
Unless you're a bat, you don't need feathers.
Oh.
Flying mammals are weird though. They make me uncomfortable. There we go. 3-6 comes out swinging. Beautiful, straight, accurate throws from him. He doesn't seem to do great on the defensive, at least not today.
No. Looks like Mayhem's putting a lot of intimidation on them.
Absolutely. You might say that they're causing mayhem.
Yeah.
You know, I bought a pair of pants that was too long. I mayhemmed them.
Good idea.
Fun fact about Hemingway. True story. He was born in May. May Hemingway. Look it up. Fact check me. The trick is when you're not sure of a fact, tell people to fact check you, and then they'll think you are sure of it. I thought 12 was disarmed there, but he got knocked out on the shin anyway, so it didn't matter. Oh, number 6 calling out the 3-2. Now, I'm sure we've all heard that 1 is the loneliest number, but it's gotten even lonelier in recent days as it's been removed from the vernacular of dodgeball. When teams counted down to throw together, it always used to be 3, 2, 1, throw. So it's essentially 4 beats, right? Once people counted that and realized 0 was another beat, they stopped saying 1, started throwing on 1. Now nobody says 1 anymore.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating because I still do. When you're counting down to throw with somebody and you say 3, 2, 1, and then their ball's already in the air, it's like, well, darn.
Now I don't even know what I do.
Oh, how is it pronounced? Well, damn. Oh, no, it didn't make it over, but the Shaggers managed to coordinate.
Yeah.
Mayhem is back. And ball goes right through. So, number 4 over there, Guy Armsden, very involved in Dodgeball Canada. He's one of the directors, one of the people we have to thank for this event. And see that? Nice blocking mechanics. Oh, 29 doesn't make the catch. Oh, 5 gets hit on the side.
And now it just leaves 19 on Timber. Are they able to get a point?
Come on. See if
No.
and Evans again. You notice that Mayhem always seems to get them cross court from the right guard, hits them right on the shin.
Yeah.
They're lining up, getting ready. Holy mackerel, I hadn't looked at the score in a while. It's a 6-0 lead for Mayhem. There we go. And they're off.
Oh, almost got number 386 on the foot, but he was
Absolutely.
ready for it.
See, that's the problem with the 386. It's just too slow.
Oh, almost got him off guard.
Yep. They just had, it was just a little more on point.
Yep.
That's one of the things, though, is that players, even with like the top levels of accuracy, they're not going to be 100% on target 100% of the time. It's just there's too many variables. You know, how you held the ball when you threw it, if it reinflates at all. Oh, goes to the team catch, thinks better of it, just lets it fly.
Even when a ball's slightly wet from people's sweat.
Yep, that can do it too. That's one of the reasons why gator skins, while the most durable, are not the most popular ball to use, because they just don't wick moisture away, right? If you get a textured skin on a ball, you can get some of the moisture out of there. Especially textured skin on balls is important too, because it allows the ball to move through the air. Number 12 just, oh, he's injured. Oh boy, that's a knee down. Look at him, did you see how he walked?
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's just got a Charlie horse, or hopefully it is just a Charlie horse.
We got somebody looking at it. That's not good. We may have somebody joining us for beers in the canteen area.
Yep. Oh, looks like we're going sudden death.
All right, we got the 3 balls per side.
Is Timber able to go?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know who this guy is, but because he has 386 on his jersey, I like him. Just saying, that's a good reference. If it turns out it's like an area code or something, I am gonna be so upset.
And actually, a huge shout out to him too, because he was actually helping set up lines last night.
Right. Yeah, you know, we couldn't have done this without the help of not just our army of...
Oh! What a recovery!
Guy. Wow, that was toes right on the right before the edge.
Yep.
So quick recap of that game. Mayhem, BC Timber looked like they were in a dead heat at the start, but Mayhem just took all the points. And there's pretty much nothing else to it. Timber played a great game, but they just didn't manage to win any of the rounds. They were close in some spots.
Yeah.
Mayhem just played better dodgeball, I guess.
They're just very aggressive. It was just an aggressive team against a defensive team, and whoever did better.
And for something I've always wanted to say, and now a word from our sponsors.